Happy full moon in Aquarius. I spent so much time last night contemplating and sitting with these energies to just attune to what is the highest vibrational frequency of love and wisdom that wants to be shared at this time. And I made an a little bit more than an hour video that I posted to YouTube. So if you want to experience that, feel free to go and watch that video if you choose. And then there's a little sound healing journey at the end of the video. But I wanted to make a shorter video so the information could be a little bit shorter, sweeter, and to the point. And it's funny because in that longer video, I kind of share that, I remember back in 2021 when I was like, what the hell is the Lionsgate portal? Like, what does that mean? And it's funny because still till this day, I feel like I learn a little bit more each year, and it keeps growing on this like awareness within my consciousness of what it means to me from my point of perception. So I just wanted to share in case it's supportive, because there's a lot in our cosmic dance right now that's asking us to slow down, to refine, to reflect, not only in our personal lives, but through this weaving that has taken place collectively. And I would even go as far to say collectively in parallel lives or past lives or future lives that are really inviting us to remember the point of power that we have in this present moment to make a different choice and to choose something that's in higher alignment with what resonates with our soul's light as an authentic expression in our body, and how we want to choose to mirror that light into our external reality. So there is Mercury retrograde right now, Saturn's retrograde, Pluto's retrograde, who else is part of that retrograde party, and Neptune. And all of these retrogrades are with Mercury, inviting us to really think about our belief systems, our structure, how we're receiving information and sharing it, and how we're showing up in more of these leadership roles within our life and using our voice, our expression from a point that is within the power and will of the divine essence. So that's not so distorted, and it can actually be communicated through a clear channel, a clear lens of perception. And then Pluto, speaking towards all of these, let's just say frictions or tensions that we've been experiencing collectively, of remembering how can we allow for change and transformation in a way that isn't creating these power struggles and tensions within our emotional and mental body anymore, but that's allowing us to bring awareness towards where it's time for us to reclaim our energy and to reclaim responsibility, so that we can have this sustainable growth and this continued purification process at this time within just our collective existence. And Saturn giving us awareness of these structures, these bounds that, the old buildings that we're still existing within, that they can't hold us as a home anymore. And it's no longer sustainable to try and have ourselves held within that space. And what does it mean to explore outside of this like traditional form of thought that maybe kept us safe at one point, but no longer can sustain us in a way that speaks towards the growth that each of us at hopefully a deeper soul level is actually calling for and desiring to root and seed within this present time and space. And then Neptune really connecting us with these subtler realms and remembering what it means to see past illusions, to bring awareness to what it means to attune to our discernment and to attune to our body, or to just the different pathways in which we connect with the more subtle realms and receive information, and also commune with the divine or source or God or goddess, the universe, whichever language you choose, so that there is this remembrance of the support that's always surrounding us, this remembrance of the life that's always witnessing us, even in the moments that we might feel alone or afraid or helpless or hopeless. And at the time of this full moon in Aquarius, we are having this Lionsgate portal the day before, and this is all about the essence, at least in how I perceive it, of the alignment between our body here, our physical body here on Mother Earth, being in alignment with our sun, our central sun, and then finding alignment with Sirius. And within the essence of Sirius, in esoteric philosophy, it holds the second ray, which is the color blue. So if you look up at the sky, that color is the physical embodiment of love and wisdom. And that is the beautiful invitation with this full moon in Aquarius, is to remember that the knowledge, the things that we've learned and that we gathered, when we allow ourselves to utilize those things as tools, as remembrance for what exists internally within us, that's when we awaken to our wisdom that lies within, that rests within. And the more and more that we attune to that wisdom, we attune to this essence of unconditional love, of a deeper understanding that we may never fully understand why things are happening the way they are, or why we need to experience pain or suffering in the way that maybe it has unfolded. But that essence of Aquarius is the remembrance of love that is already deeply rooted within us, and that by connecting with this essence of just choosing to see things with the support of love and wisdom, it begins to open up new ideas or new inspirations, which gives us that essence of innovation, because we can't really grow and expand if we're not allowing ourselves to be curious, or to have a little bit of playfulness or lightheartedness. Because if we feel so heavy, it can feel sometimes like we are just drowning within our own realm of existence. And at the time of this full moon, anything that is arising within your experience that does feel heavy, that maybe if there has been a lot of friction or blocks in a specific area, it is showing that it doesn't mean that we failed in these areas of life where we're meeting resistance, or that we even failed as a collective, because there are definitely things that are taking place that I'm sorry, that's something that we have to talk about, and that we need to think about when we are in our heart. Like there's just so much more that's just like, there are not words for it. So in me just expressing this and just sharing, and hopefully it's sparking something within you, of just remembering that as we're coming in these times of pivoting, of changing, and understanding what it means to embody more of our soul's light, as we're in this energetic alignment with Sirius, it is allowing for us to extend the invitation to let our soul pour more of its light into our physical body. So connecting with our higher selves, but connecting with the the oversoul, the group that we are a part of, that we came to weave the specific energies or codes or new belief structures, new art, new, just all these different things, new ways of connecting and relating with each other into this present time and space. And Mercury is going to be stationing direct on August 11th. And I'm doing this off of Pacific time. So we're going to be in this integration period of, like, when it comes to the information that we've been receiving, and also where we've given authority to others and their own beliefs, how are we choosing to reclaim these parts? And how do we want to choose to move forward so that we can inspire each other to be within our autonomy and to have our agency, and to find healing together. And the next day, on August 12th, there's going to be this beautiful alignment, this conjunction between Venus and Jupiter and Sirius. And this is allowing us to deepen our relationship with ourselves, because in allowing ourselves to deepen our relationship with ourselves, that is when we can actually truly meet others in a way that those hard edges, those pain points, can be softer, and we can come into communion with others in a way that maybe we haven't experienced before. Maybe we can be seen in a way that we haven't been seen before, like to be witnessed, to be held just in the present moment, and to allow that present moment to expand us and to continue to expand us as we move through these different cycles and season. As we move through this unknown time, we get to remember that we have this gift of being anchored in the present moment, that even though we don't know what tomorrow holds, and we do know what has happened in the past, we don't have to let the past be our defining anchor for what the future holds, because our defining anchor is in this present moment. It is in what we choose and how we want to move forward. So if you got anything from this, and if you watched till the end, thank you. I do hope that at the time of this Aquarius full moon, that you take the time to pause, to listen deeply to what your soul, what your heart is wanting to express, what your body is expressing, and to allow for this easeful bridge of connection between your mind and your heart, but allowing your mind to just be the resource that your soul is expressing through and leading with your heart. So thank you so much again if you listen to all of this, and I'm wishing you a beautiful, beautiful and nourishing full moon in Aquarius. And if you are attuned to the Lionsgate portal, I hope that you step through with a courageous heart and really trust the path that's unfolding for you ahead. Bye.